Make some lunch for my kids. Today we're making a tuna sandwich with canned tuna, chopped celery, salt and pepper, and a scoop of mayo. I'm just mixing that all up and adding that in our multi-grain bread, putting some lettuce, and cutting them into 4 triangles. I'm going to be packing half of the sandwich for Addie and the other half will go to Maxine. I'm cutting the pickles into heart shapes. My girls love pickles on the side with their sandwiches, so I'm adding a bunch in. Now I'm going to be slicing up some oranges and cutting them into little triangles as well, and I'm slicing it on the bottom but not all the way so it's easier to eat. I added a plum candy for her lunch too, and for the note I'm writing, "For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of beautiful Adeline Jean." It's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. I just changed the name to Adeline's, and it's from To All the Boys I Loved Before, Part 2. We love that movie. Let's make some lunch for my kids. It's Lunar New Year. So I'm packing traditional Korean and Chinese food. I'm adding some mandu, which are Korean dumplings, heart-shaped egg omelets wrapped in imitation crab, and japchae noodles, and some tanghulu with strawberries, grapes, and oranges. I added edible confetti stars. And with our tradition, we give out red envelopes with money. It represents happiness, prosperity, and good luck. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Let's make some lunch for my kids. So my oldest daughter is in 4th grade, and when she was in kindergarten, her first Valentine's Day, I packed her an all candy lunch. So I packed all of her favorite candies and she absolutely loved it. It was the best lunch she's ever had. She still talks about it to this day. It was such a big surprise and all of her friends were so jealous, and I'm sure all of her friends' parents hated me for it because they probably told all their parents that they wanted a lunch like that. I'm so sorry. Sometimes you just have to break the rules, and I know it made my baby so happy on Valentine's Day, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm starting off with some cucumber slices, and I'm using my molds to cut out heart and star shapes out of them. I made a pasta salad with bell peppers, olives, grape tomatoes, red onions, and artichokes, topping off the pasta salad with our cute shapes. For the side, I'm adding some heart strawberries. To make this, you just cut a V shape right on top where the leaves are, and I cut it in half. I added some silicone containers to the bento box, and now for the grapes, I'm using my small knife to cut zigzags around the whole grape. And ta-da! They're cute little flowers. I made Miss Tabitha's famous deviled eggs made with mushrooms. I'm adding the strawberries, the grapes, and our fun little friends. I have these animal pics that I'm using. And now for the note, I'm writing, "Watch All Love" on Ellen Tube. You can watch me and Miss Tabitha Brown make this special lunch together. So much fun. Bye! Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made Korean fried chicken and French fries. I'm adding that to the bento box. I also made Korean sauna style eggs and salt and pepper on the side. Now I'm cutting up some mango. I cut it down the sides, and then I'm gonna make cuts vertically and horizontally, and when you push it up, it's the perfect way to eat mangoes. I'm adding a coconut grape drink called Coco Pom. And now for the note, I'm writing a quote from Kamala Harris: "You are powerful and your voice matters." Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm starting off with white rice and some pork belly, napa cabbage. I'm adding in radish kimchi. This dish is called posam in Korean, and you take all the ingredients and make wraps. Now I'm cutting my kiwi like this. You just make zigzag cuts around the middle. Ta-da! Now I'm using a little bus and plain food pick, adding that to the kiwi. Lastly, a blue raspberry warhead for a treat. And now for the note, I'm writing, "Nothing can dim the light that shines from within." And that's a quote from Maya Angelou. Let's make some lunch for my kids. First, I'm making some tomato soup and adding that to the thermos section, adding a basil right on top. I made a grilled cheese sandwich and I'm cutting it into 4 pieces. I'm gonna add those pieces in and save one for myself. Now I'm gonna try to make strawberry roses. This is the first time trying it, so you can see if it works or not, but I'm basically just cutting it around and making petals. Okay, good enough. I made another one. I'm making little flowers out of the green grapes, adding those to the bento box. The girls have been asking me for these fruit jellies, so they're gonna be so excited. And now for the note, I'm writing, "See the stars align, you'll know it's all for you." And these are song lyrics from Cascade. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making tuna onigiris, laying down some saran wrap, and I'm mixing tuna, Japanese mayo, salt, and pepper. I'm adding some more rice and wrapping it back up and molding it into a nice triangle. I'm making another one with spicy tuna and some veggies. Our onigiris are done. Now time for the seaweed. I cut 2 strips, one with a zigzag design and one with a wavy design, and I'm adding that to the onigiris. Now I'm using a heart hole puncher and making hearts out of the seaweed, and I'm using a chopstick to add those right on top. Next, I'm making a yogurt fruit parfait. I'm using Greek vanilla yogurt and laying sliced strawberries, blackberries, pomegranates, blueberries, almonds, and some more strawberries. Lastly, I'm adding some Mickey-shaped veggie chips. Now for the note I'm writing, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. Make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm adding some rice, and I covered pork in panko and I fried it up. I'm slicing it and then adding it to the bento box. I'm going to add some katsu sauce on top. Katsu sauce is kind of like barbecue sauce but sweeter and has a little bit of a pineapple flavor. I added some edamame, and now I'm cutting the cucumbers into flower shapes. I'm making the lunch theme green since it's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm using whatever I had on hand that's green. I'm going to be making some guacamole. I added avocado, garlic, tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and a little bit of lime. And then I'm going to blend it up, add a little bit of garlic salt and pepper. Going to add the guacamole in and add some tortillas that I fried up for chips. And for the note, writing Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm so glad to be spending more time with you. I love you. I hope everyone is staying safe. Bye. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making lunch for my 4-legged fur babies. It's National Dog Day, so I'm making their lunch extra special. I'm mixing beef with their kibble mix. I'm adding some beef liver treats, and of course I have to pick the best ones out of the bag. Now I'm adding a peanut butter and yogurt flavored ice cream cookie and a teeth cleaning treat. Now for the note, I'm writing, Darla, happy National Dogs Day. Mama loves you. And for my other puppy, Butter Baby, thank you so much for all the licks. Love you. Ready? Excuse me. Okay, this is Butters. This is Darla. Here you go. Go ahead, baby. Yum. It's good. Darla's taking her dessert to go. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm packing them McDonald's. You guys wanted to see it, so here it is. They love McDonald's personally. Adeline loves nuggets, so I'm adding 10 of those to the bento box, and I added cute little French fry, burger, and milkshake food pics on them. French fries, of course. Eddie loves the apple slices McDonald's has, so I'm putting those in. Barbecue sauce for the nuggets, and now for the note I'm writing, Stop Asian Hate. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made a club sandwich. First I'm taking mayo and spreading that evenly on bread. And then I'm adding oven roasted turkey, Havarti cheese, 4 bacon slices, lettuce, and slicing up some tomato, adding those on. I'm using my handy dandy avocado slicer and adding some avocados to the sandwich. Salt and pepper, middle slice in, and then cutting the sandwich in half and then half again. I'm using a long food pick and adding a pickle to the sandwich and then adding the sandwich to the food pick so they all stay together. For the sides, I'm slicing up some oranges. I'm cutting them into little triangles, and then I'm cutting them on the bottom so it's easier to eat. I found some Cheez-It snack mix and I'm picking out the prettiest ones. I got a cheesecake from Paris Baguette. Now for the note, I'm quoting Oprah, education is the key to unlocking the world, a passport to freedom. That's it. Bye. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made a Korean egg omelet and I have a watermelon. I'm slicing that and using my heart shape cutter, cutting some hearts. I have a few leaf food picks. I'm adding that to the tops of the watermelon. Now I'm adding some rice. I like to mix my white rice with quinoa. Lastly, some Dunkaroos. Remember these? For the drink, I have a Hello Kitty Ramune, pineapple flavored. And now for the note, I'm writing, you will never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today, the girls are having rice and quinoa, of course, and some smoked duck. We usually eat the smoked duck with pickled radish on the side, so I'm adding that. I found these beautiful blood oranges, so I'm slicing them up. I'm cutting them in half again and adding them into the bento box. So pretty. Time for some grapes. I'm cutting zigzags across the whole grape, and when you pull it apart, they look like little flowers. You guys already know. Does cutting them that way make them taste better? Probably. I added some dino food picks, and now for the note, I'm writing car rides to Malibu, strawberry ice cream, 1 spoon for 2. And those are song lyrics by Olivia Rodrigo. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm starting off with some Spam, and I scrambled up some eggs. I'm mixing the eggs with my rice. I make my rice with quinoa. I'm cutting the Spam in half on a diagonal, and when you flip it over, the ends should meet. I'm using a bamboo sushi mat. If you have one, use it. If not, it's okay. I'm cutting a sheet of nori in half, seaweed paper. I'm putting the 2 cut Spam pieces together, and then I'm rolling it up in the nori. We're gonna cut the nori in half again, and when you look at it, it's like a little heart. On the other half of the nori seaweed paper, I'm adding the rice and egg mixture, and we're spreading that thinly, nice and even. I'm taking the Spam heart, and right in the middle, we're adding the rice and egg mixture and pressing it down. I'm laying it down about 1 inch from the top, and we're going to start rolling it. You want to press firmly, but also gently, and let the bamboo mat help. And we're almost done. We're going to roll it up, and now I'm cutting it. And ta-da! Look how cute they came out. I was so happy with these. You can make these out of carrots or cucumbers if you don't like Spam and are vegan. Alright, I have a few more slices, and I'm going to add 2 more to the bento box. And for the side, I'm just going to add some vegetables. I'm going to add some broccoli. I'm going to cut them into bite-sized pieces, and they just love raw broccoli and dipping it in ranch. I have some baby carrots here and just cutting them smaller, and I'm just going to throw them in. Next, I have some tomatoes I'm going to add, and I'm going to cut them into flowers. With tomatoes, you have to find firm ones if you want to cut them into the flower shapes, because if they're too soft, they're not going to work because they're super juicy in the middle. So to do this, I just make zigzag cuts around the middle all the way around. And when you pull them apart, they look like little flowers. I added just a little yellow ones in. And now for the ranch, I'm putting it in a little container. I added a Danimals strawberry yogurt drink. And now for the note, I'm writing, no matter where you are, I'll be there. And these are song lyrics from us, the duo. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making an egg salad sandwich. I'm using 2 eggs and a pickle. In a bowl, mix mayo, mustard, salt, and pepper with the eggs and the pickle. Now I'm slicing up some cucumbers and making them into little flowers. I have a mini flower shape cutter and using that to cut some bell peppers. I like using a food pick to poke out all the little shapes. On some bread, I'm adding the egg mixture and a piece of lettuce, cutting it in half and adding that to the bento box. Now for the flowers, I'm just adding that right on top of the sandwich. Look how beautiful it is. The cucumbers are sliced thin, so it shouldn't get soggy. Now I'm making ants on a log with some celery, peanut butter, and I found some dried blueberries, so I'm adding that for the ants. You can use chocolate chips or raisins. Since it's Earth Day, I'm adding some chocolate pudding, Oreo crumbles as dirt, sour gummy worms, and some Nerds clusters for rocks. And lastly, a tangerine. Now for the note, I'm writing, be the change you wish to see in the world. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made mini taco cups. I baked flour tortillas in cupcake tins. I cooked up some ground beef in taco seasoning, adding some lettuce, tomatoes, an olive, some cilantro. I'm doing a side of black beans, and then I'm going to add cheese on everything. Next, I'm cutting up a kiwi. I'm doing my zigzag cuts down the middle because I love the way it looks. It's so cute. You're just going to make the cuts all the way around and pull it open, and ta-da! It's so pretty. Now I'm just going to cut the strawberries in half, and I'm adding that to the bento box. I'm also going to add some Rainier cherries. We love these cherries because it's so sweet. Now for the note, I'm writing, nothing can dim the light that shines from within. And this is a quote from Maya Angelou. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm doing a Hawaiian-inspired lunch. We just got back from Hawaii and we miss it so much, so I wanted to do one that reminded me of Hawaii. A lot of the meals have papayas as like a side dish when we went out to eat, and so I'm adding the papayas first. I made flowers out of them, and then I'm topping it off with some dried blueberries. I'm adding my rice. If you want to see how I make my rice, it's on my YouTube. I'm adding sweet chili shrimp, and I also made some tuna poke and adding that to the bento box. We got these cookies from Honolulu Cookie Company, and these were limited edition lemon flavor. Also adding these sour lychee gummies. I'm adding some grass decorations right around the lunchbox and adding some sushi food pics on our poke. And now for the note, I'm writing, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. And this is from Lilo and Stitch. Have a great day. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made Alfredo pasta. I'm gonna add that into the bento box. I made this for dinner last night, so I'm just warming it up, and it's the easiest way to make lunch in the mornings is use your dinner leftovers. My girls love shrimp, so I make a lot of shrimp dishes. I'm just adding these right on top of the pasta. Now I'm sprinkling some Parmigiano Reggiano and adding a little basil leaf for a garnish. I made some garlic bread and adding a little corn for the sides. And some fruit. I have some raspberries and blackberries. And now for the note, I'm writing, act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. I hope you guys have a great day. Follow for more lunch videos. Let's make some lunch for my kids. I'm making a Spirited Away themed bento box. I'm making no face with some rice and use saran wrap to make a bean shape. I'm wrapping it up with some nori seaweed, and I cut the excess off with some scissors. Now I'm taking some provolone cheese and making a oval shape for the face. I made some eyes, mouth, and 4 triangles for the face design using a food pick, or you can use a toothpick. I'm adding the face design on, and I dipped it in some water so the seaweed could stick to the cheese. I'm adding some rice on the bottom of the bento box, adding our no face right on top. I steamed up some broccoli and I'm adding those in. Also some hot dogs, and now I'm slicing up some carrots, adding those in. Next, I'm gonna use some of the provolone cheese we had left over and cutting flower shapes out of them, putting those in as well. I also wanted to give No Face some arms, so I made those. For the side, I added taiyaki, which are fish-shaped cake snacks, some edamame, and some berries with a cute flower present food pick. And now for the note, I'm writing, once you meet someone, you really never forget them. I'm just folding the note up, adding a sticker, and we're all done. Ta-da! Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made rainbow pasta. I just used a little bit of food coloring and just flavored it with butter and salt. I made red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and mixed a little bit of red and blue together to make this purple color. Kinda doesn't look like purple, but it's okay. Altogether, they look super cute. I added some Parmigiano Reggiano right on top and a basil leaf. Now I'm making a rainbow fruit skewer with raspberries, tomatoes, grapes, and blackberries. And lastly, I'm adding some rainbow candy, some Skittles, and some Airhead bites. I found these cute rainbow heart napkins from TJ Maxx, and now for the note, I'm writing, Happy Pride Month! This note turns into a cute little envelope, and I'm just adding a sticker, and that's it. You guys always want to see me stacking these up, so this is what it looks like. Have a great day. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made rainbow waffles. I'm adding that to the bento box. I have dragon fruit here, and I'm using my melon baller, making little cute balls of dragon fruit and adding that to our side tray. Next, I have some mangosteen. You just peel the outer layer, and inside is the fruit. Kind of looks like garlic, but they're a little slimy and squishy, but they're really good. So if you get a chance to try them, they're my mom's favorite. I added some cherries. Now for some grapes, I'm making my zigzag cuts around the middle, adding the grapes in, and that is it for our fruit. And a little side of protein, some pistachio nuts. And now for the note I'm writing. If you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. And these are song lyrics from Bruno Mars. Folding the note up, adding a heart sticker to it, and that is it. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Back to school edition. I partnered up with Zulily to help you have a smooth transition back to school this year. Stay till the end to find out more. I am making a chicken sandwich. First, added some mayo, adding chicken, slicing up some cheddar cheese. And now for some avocado slices. Mommy hack, you can lightly push on the avocado to push the seed out. And I'm just laying those right on top of the sandwiches. And lastly, some lettuce, slicing it in half, adding that to our bento box. I added a heart-shaped food pick. Now for some star shapes out of cantaloupe. So cute. Adding those in. Found these cute tomatoes. Added the blueberries and some watermelon. And for a special announcement for our note, I've partnered up with Zulily and I have curated a shop online for all of your back-to-school must-haves, your one-stop shop for everything your kids need. You can find this exact lunchbox from Benko on Zulily. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made a summer salad with ricotta and lemon zest. I'm laying that down first. I mixed some cucumbers, peaches, fennel, pea sprouts, and some balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and salt and pepper, and a little bit of lemon juice. This is a star fruit, and I found these here in Seattle. They always remind me of my grandma. In Hawaii, she had star fruit trees everywhere. They're a little bit sour, and if you've never tried them, try them. They're so cute because they're in the shape of stars. Using my shape cutter, I cut a flower out of the cheese. Now I have some passion fruit here. Lastly, some strawberry marshmallows. And now for the note, I'm writing, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And this is a quote from Nelson Mandela. Enjoy. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making the cutest French fries ever. And I just sliced up some potatoes and using my star-shaped cutter, I'm cutting stars out of them. I'm also keeping the little stars and frying all of them up. I made some French toast with brioche and some blueberry jam, just adding that right in the middle and dusting it off with some powdered sugar. Adding some blackberries and blueberries and a dog and cat food pick. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I have a few slices of bacon. I'm cutting it in half, putting those in. And look at our French fries. They're so cute. I fried up the stars as well, and here they are. I'm adding those in right on top of the French fries. If I don't get my French fries this way, I don't want them. Now for the note I'm writing, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, by Eleanor Roosevelt. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.